wrestling fans, to another week of action on Midwest Championship Wrestling. I'm your co-host, Roger Higgins, and your ringside commentator. And with me this week is my co-host and expert, how should I say this, expert pay-by-pay man, Gary Riley. He's a well-known sportscaster and a well-known wrestling caster, too. Gary has been gone the last couple of weeks. He's been in Des Moines to cover the Iowa High School Athletic Wrestling Tournament down in Des Moines at Best Auditorium. And here 1 week ago, he was in Iowa City at the Field House in Iowa City for the NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships. And Gary, you've had a lot of action in the last couple of weeks.
I sure have, Roger. I've seen all the great young wrestlers, the amateur wrestlers throughout the country. The Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament in Des Moines has the best. It's the #1 state wrestling tournament of the whole country. And then, of course, seeing our great amateur college wrestlers. There's some great wrestlers from the area, from Clinton, Davenport, Muscatine, some great wrestlers. I saw them all. And I tell you, it's just great to be back here at Midwest Championship Wrestling.
Well, we want to welcome you back here to Midwest Championship Wrestling. Not only do we have the best amateur wrestling in the state, or in the country, we have the best professional wrestling in the country right here in the Midwest area. We've got a tremendous hour of action for you today on Midwest Championship Wrestling. We have a television title match. Superstar Rocky Brewer will be defending his title. We have the great young Mexican star, Oso Blanco, will make an appearance today on Midwest Championship Wrestling. We have the Midwest Heavyweight Champion, the professional, and his $1 million baby, Lady Victoria. And also close behind them, Joy C. Gentleman, T. Terry Hart. And what a rough individual he is, Gary.
Well, I know why I was gone. You had some very interesting matches, some wild matches, and it sounds like we're going to have some wild matches right here today.
We've had some tremendous action, a lot of it controversial, but I'll tell you what, we'll be right back with our first match up to the ring on Midwest Championship Wrestling, the action hour, right after this brief timeout.
A flying Freddie Neal.
Well, Gary, I come out here to talk about one thing. I want to know if I can have a championship match tonight. That's what I want to know. I don't see no reason. I'm one of the top contenders. I don't see no reason why I can't have a championship match.
Deserve a shot, though. Blanco.
And he's the only one that deserves a title match right now. Everybody else has had their chance but Blanco. And that's the man who's going to get a shot today, Blanco. We pick our opponents, not the promotion, not Freddie Neal or anybody else. We pick our opponents.
So are you telling us that here tonight, you're going to have a title match right here tonight on TV for us?
We're not telling you. We're going to do it.
Right? You better believe it, and what we say goes, because this is the Midwest Heavyweight Champion. This is the man of the hour, the man with the power.
There you go, wrestling fans. We're going to have a championship match. The belt's going to be on the line. The professional will wrestle for the title tonight right here on TV. Let's go up to the ring right now for our opening match, where it's going to be Flying Freddie Neal taking on Ace Brandon.
Ace Brandon, a good-looking young wrestler from Las Vegas, Nevada. I've never seen him wrestle before, Gary, but he's in tremendous physical condition.
Well, I tell you what, Freddie, he'd like to be in the ring against the professional with the title on the line. He's not going to get the chance tonight. He's going to have to take on a rugged Ace Brandon here tonight. And he needs to build up some wins, evidently, to get that title shot back.
Well, I noticed that you can't even do an interview with somebody as popular as Freddie. And you've got Lady Victoria and the professional coming up. And really surprising me, I didn't know that they'd give Oso Blanco, the great young Mexican star, a title match. And you can see a nice arm drag takedown by Flying Freddie Neal.
Freddie Neal looks good, as he's got an arm bar right now, and he's got Ace Brandon down on the canvas. And look at Brandon. Smartly, good, wise wrestler out there, gets the leg over the bottom ring rope, and the referee, Terry Van Dyke, steps right in and breaks the hold. Here we go. They lock up, and Ace Brandon presses Freddie Neal against the ring ropes, and a big forearm to the upper chest, and another big forearm, and Ace Brandon working over Freddie Neal into the ring ropes, and nobody home. Went for the drop kick, and nobody was home.
Sure was. Ace hit the hard real match. Freddie now Irish whipped him into the cross rope. And the drop kick right in the kidney area.
Freddie goes for the cover. 1, 2, but Ace kicks out.
There's a lot of bad blood brewing here between Flying Freddie Neal and the professional. I'll be the first to admit Freddie's had some title matches, but every one of those title matches, Gary, is ended in controversy. And Freddie just doesn't seem to be able to hit a fair shake on any of the matches that I've seen him have with the professional.
It looks like he's going to take it out on Ace Brandon right here, too, on Midwest Championship Wrestling. Another big forearm there by Ace Brandon as he's trying to wear down Freddie Neal, but Freddie says, come on, I can take all you got.
We want to say hello to all our wrestling fans out there in the Midwest. Whenever Midwest Championship Wrestling comes to your area, we want to see all the fans out in the arena. Nice shoulder block by Freddie Neal takes Ace down to the mat real hard.
Drops him right in the center of the squared circle. Freddie picks him up and body slams him. He goes for the cover. Hook a leg, Freddie. 1, 2. Just got the 2 count. Needs to hook a leg on that to get that full 3 count, I think, Roger.
Well, Ace is in such great shape. It's hard to hold a man down that weighs 255 pounds like he does. I want to tell all you people to stay tuned here for the Action Hour. We've got 2 title matches ended up today now on Midwest Championship Wrestling. Oso Blanco, Mexican star, will take on the professional for the Midwest heavyweight title. We've got superstar Rocky Brewer going to defend the Midwest TV Championship today. And also we have something different. We have the women here today. A ladies match between Peggy Patterson and Alana Garcia. So we've got a great hour here. We want to make sure you call all your friends and tell them Midwest Wrestling's on the air.
Freddie Neal just drives that knee right into the head of Ace Brandon, and he's hurting.
Freddie pulling real hard on that left arm of Ace Brandon. Here's a good picture of Freddie. Good close-up shot. He's taking a lot of the offense away from Ace Brandon here by immobilizing his left arm. That's what you call a good yank of the hair there, Gary.
The referee, Terry Van Dyke, saw it, and he talked things over with Ace Brandon, but not so sure he got too much accomplished. Boy, it's sure great to be back here at Midwest Championship Wrestling, Roger. There's some interesting and wild things happening here, and I know our fans are going to just love the coverage as it continues of Midwest Championship Wrestling. Here we go. Ace Brandon whips Freddie Neal across the ring and into the turnbuckle, but Freddie was there to nail him.
Freddie in good shape like he always is. He works out a lot. Freddie runs 2 miles every day in his conditioning program. There's a standard headlock right there, Gary. A very simple-looking move. He takes it into a toss takedown, and from that headlock, he takes the man down to the mat and gets him off his feet. Very smart move on the...
Freddie Neal's just a very smart wrestler, Roger. As you mentioned, he's been working on that left arm throughout the match. He's just wearing this big guy down. This Ace Brandon, a very big man, and Freddie Neal just working him over.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but being the expert that I am, I believe that Freddie, the experience factor is really tremendous in the sport of professional wrestling. You might find a young man like Ace Brandon that's really in tremendous physical condition. Look at this. That's hard on the hamstring. But yet a man like Freddie that's had numerous years of experience can take a young man like this and really rub his face in the mat.
Freddie Neal looks to be in excellent shape. And once again, he's going to stretch that hamstring. And look at that. Oh, brother. He could do some permanent damage there, but he needs the win. And he's working hard as Freddie Neal, who very, very desperately and badly wants another title shot against the professional, is working over Ace Brandon. Body slam.
He's going to the top rope.
He's going up. He's up to the second rope. He's all the way to the top. Freddie Neal with Ace Brandon in the middle.
Oh, the elbow right in the heart area.
He's got the cover. It's all over. Freddie Neal gets the fall. Freddie Neal with the 3 count gets the fall, and he defeats Ace Brandon. So a big win for Freddie Neal here on Midwest Championship Wrestling.
It sure was another tremendous win by flying Freddie Neal. He's going to move Freddie up another notch. He keeps winning all his matches. The professional is going to have to answer to him sooner or later. So we'll be right back
with more Midwest Championship Wrestling right after this.
Attention wrestling fans! Midwest Championship Wrestling is coming to your area with top TV wrestling stars. Tonight, 8 p.m., Lincoln Junior High, Savannah. TV champion Rocky Brewer and Midwest champion the professional in a grudge tag team match. Also, the Miami Vice Squad, Lady Wrestlers, Oslo Blanco, Freddie Neal, T. Terry Hart, and many, many more. Also, Wednesday, April 16th, 8 p.m., Central Middle School, Muscatine, Iowa. A big all-star TV card with Rocky Brewer, Freddie Neal, Lady Wrestlers, Miami Vice Squad, and others. Free pictures of Rocky Brewer to all kids tonight in Savannah and Wednesday in Muscatine. Tickets on sale now at the door. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight at Lincoln Junior High School, me and Freddie are looking forward to coming to see all our fans up in the Sevilla and Savannah area. And I got a partner here. We're going to be doing a lot of tag teaming here and in Muscatine. I want you to tell them what's going to happen, Freddie, when we tag team up here.
Well, we are getting together now and going to stay together for a while because we are getting our game plan down so we can face these tag teams. Lady Victoria, you bring on your little army, your rat pack, or whatever you call it. You want to see devastation, you're going to see it between Rocky and I. We're going to show you a tag team that is undoubtedly the very most together one you will ever see. High tactics, strong brutality. We are going to be in Muscatine facing anyone we can, Savannah, Sabula, you name it, we're going to take them on.
I'll tell you what, Freddie, did you see what they did to the girls? Well, they're real men there, aren't they? They come out there and slam that woman. Well, you want to fight some real men, why don't you come see me and Freddie here? We're not afraid of you. We'll show you how to really slam somebody. Tell them what's going to happen to them, Freddie, if we ever get a hold of them, whether it's in the parking lot or whether it's in the hallway or whether it's in the ring. I don't care. Tell them what's going to happen, Freddie.
Well, I think they should try to pick on some men instead of some women. I thought that was very low and very uncalled for.
Wrestling fans, with me now, a great young wrestler, Midwest Championship Wrestling, working his way up the ladder. Oso Blanco from Mexico, and an opportunity of a lifetime for you, as right here on national TV, you're going to wrestle for the Midwest heavyweight title against the professional.
Yeah, I'm very glad. I've finally reached the one goal in my life, to have a shot at the title against the professional. And I'm very happy and very enthused. And I'm going to take that belt back to Mexico with me. I think it'll look real nice around my waist. One other thing I'd like to take back also is the professional's mask. Because there's not room in the Midwest Championship Wrestling area for two masked men. Only me. Viva la Mexico!
Oso Blanco, a big match coming up. He'll wrestle for the title today on our show against the professional. Let's go up to the ring right now for our next match between T. Terry Hart and Michael St. James. And I think T. Terry Hart has his hands full here, Roger, as look at the size of Michael St. James, all 6 foot 8 inches of him.
Well, here is the person everyone loves to hate. Gentleman T. Terry Hart, God's gift to women and the master of disaster. Look at that nice leg sweep takedown there. This man is one complete wrestler. I don't always agree with these tactics, but the man wins matches, and I can't argue with success, Gary. This man is a wrestling machine.
Terry Hart driving that knee into the leg, the upper leg, the thigh area of Michael St. James, and look at him. See Terry Hart, a big smash to the back, and another one as he knocks St. James right to the canvas.
The gentleman T. Terry Hart is 6'1", 6'2" inches tall. He's giving up 7 or 8 inches to Michael St. James. The first thing he did was take the man down to the mat to get that height advantage down. Now he's going to assess his strength. I don't know how he's going to fare with this, but this man's real powerful, Gary. This is a real good match. I don't know how promoter Dale Edwards. Look at that now, a kick from a finger lock, a kick right in the back of the kidney.
Well, as many times as we've seen T. Terry Hart wrestle, we realize that he'll try anything. He'll do whatever he has to do to win the match.
He sure will. What I wanted to say is I don't know how the Championship Wrestling, you're going to see the finest professional wrestling that money can buy. The finest professional wrestling in the world right here in the Midwest.
If our cameraman can get a close-up of the back of the tights of T. Terry Hart in big white letters, it says gentleman, and I think we'll have to use that term loosely because sometimes he's not a perfect gentleman, Roger. There's no doubt about that.
There's 3 punches right to the head, to the chest area of Michael St. James. Boy, isn't he a nice-looking young man? I can see a lot of cheers from the young ladies here in the crowd.
T. Terry Hart just picks him right up. And a backbreaker. T. Terry Hart off the ring rope and a knee to the throat area. He goes for the cover. He's got him covered, but no, Michael St. James kicks out after a 1 count. And this Michael St. James is a big, strong man. Good arm drag takedown right there. And another.
Gentlemen, Terry Hart trying to use his strength against the ball and the leverage, the height and the leverage of Michael St. James. So far, he's had his way some of the match. He's a rake of the eyes. That's a trademark of his.
Terry Hart will try it all as he drives the fist to the lower abdomen of Michael St.
That
James.
sign there. I'll tell you what, you don't have to worry about anybody from the crowd throwing any cheers his way because he's not very well liked, and he doesn't care.
There's a karate shot to the throat of Michael St. James. And another is Terry Hart dishing out the punishment right now. And a headbutt. Oh, my. I felt that one way over here as Terry Hart lowering the boom on Michael St. James. Another rake of the eyes.
And there's a right to the forehead.
That was a closed fist. I don't believe the ref won't step in there and do another one. Step in. Look at how smart Terry Hart is, though. He's blocked.
Some of his favorite wrestling maneuvers are 2 fists to the chop, a rake in the eyes, and a knee to the back of the neck.
And they call him Gentleman Terry Hart. A shoulder block as Terry Hart drops Michael St. James to the middle of the ring.
Full of the boots. Look at that. Right in the eyes, the forehead.
Oh, brother. Picks him up with a handful of hair.
Twist of the neck. Michael St. James really in a lot of pain, Gary.
Now Terry Hart getting into it with the crowd here at the Odeon Club. He's not the house favorite, I can tell you that, wrestling fans.
That's what I can't stand right there, the race. Look at that. Tearing at the man's back. Now, now doing it on his chest, what kind of a gentleman or what kind of a man would do something like that?
Terry Hart. Look at him. And a slap to the side of the head of Michael St. James. And an elbow to the back, and he knocks him down right to the edge of the ring, using the ring rope for leverage, and finally the referee steps in and breaks it up.
I think a more common nickname for him would be Mad Dog, or instead of gentleman. He's a biter, a scratcher, a kicker, but you can't argue with the man's success because he's a proven winner.
Well, I'm sure in the Midwest there's
Big knee lift.
a lot better gentlemen than this guy, I'll tell you that. Look at him. Terry Hart. Using a top ring rope for leverage there. Now the second ring rope, driving that shoulder into the abdomen of Michael St. James. And a headbutt, there it is.
You know, really surprisingly, Gary, gentleman Terry Hart does have quite a few lady fans. I don't understand their reasoning.
Well, I'm sure that's probably disputable, too. He calls himself...
There is the Hart punch. Right across the chest, and he's getting up very, very slowly by the head. Here it comes. Yes, here's the...
Oh, my.
It's cruel, but it's fair. Boy, I believe
It might be over here. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Terry Hart with a devastating move, Roger. Defeats Michael St. James. Well, he did it fair and square, I guess. He pinned him right in the center of the ring, and he got the 3 count.
Sure did. There's a good picture of it next to the ring. Gentleman Terry Hart with a heart punch and a DDT right on the top of the head of Michael St. James, and I'm real surprised that the young man's getting up. Another great win for gentleman Terry Hart, and he keeps winning here on Midwest Championship Wrestling.
Don't go away, wrestling fans. The lady wrestlers coming up next.
Attention wrestling fans! Midwest Championship Wrestling is coming to your area with top TV wrestling stars. Tonight, 8 p.m., Lincoln Junior High, Savannah. TV champion Rocky Brewer and Midwest champion The Professional in a grudge tag team match. Also, the Miami Vice Squad, lady wrestlers, Oslo Blanco, Freddie Neal, Terry Hart, and many, many more. Also, Wednesday, April 16th, 8 p.m., Central Middle School, Muscatine, Iowa. A big all-star TV card with Rocky Brewer, Freddie Neal, lady wrestlers, Miami Vice Squad, and others. Free pictures of Rocky Brewer to all kids tonight in Savannah and Wednesday in Muscatine. Tickets on sale now at the door. Don't miss it.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in Sabula, Savannah area, you're going to see all the action you ever wanted to see because I'm bringing my #1 tag team in. That's the Professional and Gentleman Terry Hart. And there's no 2 wrestlers anywhere in the world any better. These men are fantastic. They can beat anybody. You wait till you see them in the ring, it's going to be total devastation. Rocky Brewer and Freddie Neal have got together. You bet they're going to be together. They're going to be together on the map, on their back, where they belong. Because my men are the greatest. No one can beat them. I stand out here week after week and tell you people that. Now the people in Sabula, Savannah area is going to see it. And next week we're going to be in Muscatine, and we're going to show you people in Muscatine exactly what we can do. We've been there before in last September. We're coming again. We're bigger and we're better, and you all better believe it.
I'm going to tell you all something, Mr. Brewer, Mr. Neal. You've seen me and Hart in action before, in tag team action. You have seen the number one team. You're not the number one team. T. Terry Hart, Preston's number one team. We're going to show you in Sabula and Savannah and also Muscatine.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Midwest Championship Wrestling, and I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Peggy Patterson from Fresno, California. And Peggy, could you tell us a little bit about your career?
Oh, yes. I started right out of high school. The Intercontinental Women's Championship, which I won in Hawaii, and I lost in New Zealand. That was in 1983. So I've been around quite a while, and I enjoy it. And this is my first tour of the Midwest, and I've enjoyed it so far, and I hope to be around here a lot. It's the only place in the States that I haven't been.
I've noticed that I followed your career for many years, and I've noticed that you've been to Madison Square Garden, and you've made numerous trips to Japan, and I wonder if you could tell some of your fans around the area how some of the fans are here in the Midwest compared to some of all the fans in the world travel.
Well, the Japanese fans are very polite people, and they treat you like a queen over there, where you don't get treated like that here in the States usually. But I find that the fans here in the Midwest have to be among some of the best. They're really die-hard wrestling fans, and they support you fully.
Well, thank you very much for an interview with beautiful Peggy Patterson. We're going to go up to the ring right now for her match with Alana Garcia. Well, Roger, here we go. Hey, I tell you what, Gary, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
You're right. Peggy Patterson taking on Alana Garcia.
You can interview the professional and T. Terry Hart all you want. I'll stick the interview with the pretty ladies.
They lock up, and Patterson throws Garcia. Two of them, two nice
Arm drag.
beautiful arm drag takedowns by Peggy Patterson, and you can tell she's been around.
Can you tell, did you notice that she had the full arm extended? A lot of times some people will hook the arm, but Peggy pulled those arm drags off.
Look at this, though. She won't even let Alana get back into the ring now.
She won't. She's all fired up. She wants to make her debut here at Midwest Championship Wrestling real successful. Two very pretty women in the ring right now.
Now Alana Garcia twisting arm lock on Peggy Patterson.
Alana Garcia, fine-looking young, very pretty. Look at this, biting in the fingers.
I have to admit, that surprises me a little bit that Alana Garcia would have that in her itinerary.
Well, I'll tell you what, fans, I don't know how many ladies matches you've seen, but these women are like wildcats. There's some tremendous action, and they're very, very rough.
Well, as you were interviewing Peggy Patterson, I was watching Alana Garcia quite closely, Roger, and she had fire in her eyes. She couldn't wait till Peggy got up into the ring with her.
Well, I think she has that Spanish temper, so to speak.
A little bit of hair there. Alana used a little bit of hair to drop Peggy Patterson to the canvas. The referee, Terry Van Dyke, in no position to see it, so he couldn't really break the hold.
Alana Garcia makes her home in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fabulous Las Vegas. And Peggy Patterson makes her home in Fresno, California. So we've got people from quite a distance coming here to the Midwest to climb the ladder. This is the hotbed.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander as Peggy Patterson grabs the hair of Alana Garcia and drops her right to the canvas.
I can tell you, there's a heated battle coming up. There's what you call one swift boot right in the lower stomach area. These two ladies are really going at it.
There's an arm lock. And she's really applying the pressure now as she lifts up at that wrist area, and that hurts.
Reverse wrist lock by Peggy Patterson. And a lot of pressure from the wrist all the way down to the arm socket here on Alana Garcia.
Alana wearing elbow pads, but they're not going to do her too much good right now, but she wisely got to the ring rope. And the referee stepped in and broke the hold. Now they lock up. Peggy Patterson, she goes to the arm lock. They're using the left arm now and really working over the left arm of Alana Garcia. She goes in tighter now all the way up to the shoulder, and a nice takedown right there. Went right down to the ankle, and that's the way to do it. Sometimes you'll see the wrestlers go at the knee area, but very wisely, Alana Garcia went right down to the ankle, and that's where you can drop your opponent right to their back.
Look at this, the reversal by Peggy Patterson. It's real difficult to get some people off their feet. Their feet's their main point of balance. And once you can get one of the feet off the ground, it's a lot easier to take them down to the mat. I want to remind all you wrestling fans, make sure you stick around here. Midwest Championship Wrestling has 2 title matches yet today. The professional will defend the Midwest Heavyweight title, and I'm sure the $1 Million Baby, Lady Victoria, will be there. They're going to defend the title against Oso Blanco, the great young star from Mexico, plus a TV title match by superstar Rocky Brewer. All coming up in this hour of action.
Alana Garcia twisting that knee, that left knee of Peggy Patterson, and anytime you're working on a knee, you can really do some damage. Look at that.
And the feet drop right across the left knee. She's trying to take Peggy off her feet. Peggy has a little bit of height and a little bit of weight advantage on Alana. And Alana's,
look at that takedown, though.
Wrestling a good, smart match.
She really is. Oh, pulling at the tights now. Peggy Patterson pulling at the tights and dropped Alana Garcia. The referee calling for Peggy to break the hold. Ooh. Alana reversed it now, and she's got the twisting leg lock on Peggy Patterson.
Peggy Patterson in the beautiful purple outfit, and Alana Garcia in the turquoise blue. Oh, look at this.
2 handfuls of hair that time. Peggy Patterson. And she yells right at the referee, well, she pulled my hair, I'm going to pull it back. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to go, but that's Peggy Patterson's way to do it.
That's right. Look at that, a big right hand.
Oh,
I love to watch ladies' matches because the women go all out. They never stop for anything, and there's very few manners. They're very unladylike in the ring, as you can tell.
Now a reverse headlock on Alana Garcia. She jumps out and then drives the shoulder into Peggy Patterson. And that definitely hurt Peggy Patterson. Look at this. Look at this. Here comes the professional with their manager, Lady Victoria.
What is going on now?
Look at Terry Hart.
What is going on?
Body slamming.
Oh, come on now.
And now,
Come on now.
and look at this. Holy cow. Everybody into the ring. The referee has awarded the win to Alana Garcia. Alana Garcia got the cover. Went for the cover of Peggy Patterson. The referee counted her out.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I've seen some pretty disgusting things in the many years I've been around professional wrestling, but that's one of the crummiest things I've ever seen in my life. I'll tell you what, I'm personally going to talk to promoter Dale Edwards. Something has to be done about the professional, and this is terrible. Going in there and beating up on a woman.
Rocky Brewer and Freddie Neal into the ring to assist Peggy Patterson. She is hurt. Both Steve Terry Hart and the professional, who is the Midwest Heavyweight Champion, came into the ring. They pick her up and body slam her. Alana Garcia covers her and wins the match.
Boy, I'll tell you what, wrestling fans, that's got to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how any man could stoop that low to pull something like that on a woman wrestler. 2 men, one weighs 240 pounds, and the other one weighs 285 pounds, coming in there and attacking a woman. Now, what kind of crap is that? I'll tell you what, wrestling fans, I'm going to talk to promoter Dale Edwards, and something's going to be done about this.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all on Midwest Championship Wrestling, they come up with something like this. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Attention wrestling fans, here's a free offer for everyone, so get your pen and paper ready. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Midwest Championship Wrestling free offer. P.O. Box 3140, Clinton, Iowa, 52732, and we'll send you a free wrestlers, including Rocky Brewer, Ox Baker, The Professional, Lady Victoria, and many, many others, all free. So send today for this limited offer. And remember, a self-addressed stamped envelope to Midwest Championship Wrestling free offer. P.O. Box 3140, Clinton, Iowa, 52732. And if you, your club, school, or civic group would like to raise money and sponsor Midwest Championship Wrestling as a fundraiser, write for details today to Midwest Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 3140, Clinton, Iowa, 52732. Midwest Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 3140, Clinton, Iowa, 52732.
Well, wrestling fans, this is it. The title match for the Midwest Heavyweight Championship, Roger. Oso Blanco from Mexico getting a title match here on TV against the Professional with his manager, Lady Victoria.
This is something very rare, Gary, that we have a heavyweight title match for the Midwest Championship right on television. So let's go up to the ring. They're all in the ring right now. Here's the Midwest Heavyweight title match between the Professional, Lady Victoria, and Oso Blanco.
The manager, Lady Victoria, steps out of the ring, gets the hardware, that championship belt of her man, the Professional. The two wrestlers circle the ring. Oso Blanco, the Mexican star with his mask. And he has slipped to the ring, slipped right to the canvas there by the Professional. Professional drops in, nice takedown.
Beautiful. Fireman's carry.
Type of fireman's carry there as he drops him right to the canvas. This Oso Blanco, pretty good sized wrestler himself, locking up with the Midwest Heavyweight Champion, and he drops the Professional to the canvas with a nice fireman takedown right there of his own.
It sure does. That's basically an amateur move, Gary. I'm sure that you saw many of them the last couple of weeks when you were down in Des Moines, when you were in Iowa City to the NCAA meet. But a lot of the professional wrestlers, practically 99% are all trained in amateur wrestling before they get into professional wrestling. Oso Blanco, about relatively the same size as professional. This should be a real good match.
And one thing, of course, you always have to watch out for, Roger. Look at that thumb. Oh, he drove that thumb right to the Adam's apple of Oso Blanco. One thing we've always got to be aware of course, when the Professional is wrestling a title match, his manager, Lady Victoria, is as big a part of this match as the wrestlers at times.
He sure is, and he does everything for that man. He booked his matches. He signed his contract. He booked his flights for everything out of the Midwest area. He's a very well-trained professional. There's a cover or two by the Professional.
There's a good look at it right there. You know something else? She's not afraid to do the talking for her man either, is she?
She sure isn't.
Oh, my. Look at that knee to the lower abdomen area down there where it'll really hurt. And the Professional working over Oso Blanco right now and yelling at him, taunting him, telling him to get up. Look at him.
I'm kind of curious. I don't understand why the Professional gave this young man this opportunity. I think it's probably because he wears that mask. Oh, look at this. Oh, a hard rebound off the rope to Oso Blanco with one right in the top to the Professional. I think the Professional really dislikes that man because he does wear a mask.
Well, if there was any doubt that Oso Blanco was going to be intimidated by the champion, there's no doubt now. Look at this. Oh! That'll drive that spine 2 or 3 inches shorter. That's a mean move, and the Professional's really hurting. Look at him. Oh, brother.
An atomic drop. There's the Professional scurrying for trouble, for cover, excuse me. And now he's over there and holding them. I think he's back about 2 inches shorter after that.
His manager, Lady Victoria, trying to drive away the pain, but I tell you, that's going to hurt for a while. The Professional, being the professional that he is, he wisely got out of the ring. He knew he was in a little bit of trouble, and he got out of the ring.
Sure did. He's a very smart cage veteran, and you can't take anything away from this man, whether you agree with these tactics or not. He's a great wrestler. Well, they're coming in the ring the hard way.
And look at the Professional backing away from Oso Blanco, and Oso Blanco has a closed fist, and there it is. Now they're exchanging shots. All right, and a drop kick.
Standing drop kick right to the throat of the Professional. And Oso Blanco has really got things going in his direction.
He goes for the cover. 1, 2, and look at this. The Professional, with the help of the manager, Lady Victoria, gets that leg over the bottom ring rope. The referee breaks the hold. Now a whip across the ring and a backdrop. And Oso Blanco's got the upper hand right now. An elbow drop. He's looking good.
There's the cover, Gary. The count at 2. He's one count away from the Midwest Heavyweight Championship.
He was with an eyelash of walking out of here with the beautiful Midwest Heavyweight Championship belt.
The Professional not giving an inch here. Brings a hard right down across the chest. Oso Blanco, the elbow to the back of the neck. Now an Irish whip into the rope.
He's got the cover, but the Professional has a hold of the bottom ring rope, so they've got to break the hold. That Professional is very ring-wise. He knows where he's at all times, and that's why he's the champion. I don't care if you like his tactics or not. That's why he's the champion. He knows what he's doing, but he's got his hands full here today. A title match. Oh, and a good elbow. Drops Oso Blanco right in the center of the ring. The Professional's in great shape. Oso Blanco working him over a little bit, but the Professional, the great shape he's in, is now starting to dish out some punishment of his own. He goes for the cover. He got the 2 count, but Oso Blanco kicked out.
And the Professional, really in tremendous condition. The match is about 10 minutes old. They've been going at it hot and heavy ever since they started, since I rang the bell.
Look at this. The Professional going up. He's up to the top rope. There he is, and a flying. Oh, nobody home. Oh, baby. Nobody home. Oso Blanco rolled away just as the Professional lit, and he hurt his knee. And now, Oso Blanco grabs that left leg and starts to twist it. The Professional had injured that knee earlier in the year.
Boy, Oso Blanco really taking it to that left leg of the Professional. Now he has it down over the top rope. Oh, look at that. A lot of pressure. Oh! A half ago, and he was out of action for about 3 weeks. There was no surgery performed, but very tender left knee by the Professional. Oso Blanco really taking it to the Professional.
The Professional got over to the edge of the ring, got some words of instruction from his manager, but Oso Blanco just goes to work and continues to work on that left knee of the Professional, and he's really hurting.
Another capacity crowd here tonight.
Well, the Odeon Club's just screaming for him to break it, and the way things are going, he just might.
We sure might. We want to say hello to all our friends here at the Odeon Club. A lot of great people. If you're ever up here, stop in and say hello.
The Professional laying on his back there's got to watch out as the referee could go for that count. And Oso Blanco continues to work on the left knee and the left leg of the Midwest Heavyweight Champion, the Professional. Oh, brother. Look at him twist that.
He's going to turn this into a figure 4 leg lock. If he can get that down and get it clamped on, we might see a new championship. The championship change hands there.
He's got it locked up. He's got it locked up. The figure 4 leg lock.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we might see a title change here.
We could see a new champion right here on TV.
It's very, very difficult hole to get out of if he can't reach the rope.
Look at this. The Professional has made it to the bottom ring rope, but Oso Blanco won't break it. Finally, he does.
The big shot of Lady Victoria.
The Professional is down on the floor, and he is hurt. his manager, Lady Victoria, over to assist him. I'm not sure there's much he can do. He's really hurting.
Boy, that man can't hardly walk. That left knee is just about all disabled. Oso Blanco biting at the bit, trying to get the man back in the ring. Boy, we just about saw the Midwest Heavyweight Championship change hands right there, Gary.
It's not over yet. And once again, for being a young wrestler, this young Mexican, Oso Blanco's a smart wrestler. He knows what to do. He's working on that left leg again. Look at that.
He sure is. I remember back in September of last year, the professional right here on television won the Midwest Heavyweight Championship in a tournament. And, you know, you never know. It might be that he loses the championship right here on the Midwest Championship Wrestling, the action hour.
Look at that. Oso Blanco just driving that knee and left side of the professional right into the canvas. He's relentless. He's relentless. He's not letting up a bit.
Good shot of some of our fans here. Well, I'll tell you, this man is really injured. He can't hardly walk. But yet, you know, he always comes up with a trick. Look at this. From his knees, he ended up getting Oso Blanco down on the ground and beating him down to the mat.
Some hard body shots, body punches by the champion, the professional.
That man is always thinking, Gary. You might think he's down and out, but don't let that man fool you. So many people have wrestled him for that title and underestimated him.
Look at
That's
this.
the reason that he's still a Midwest Heavyweight
That's right, a blatant chokehold right now, just choking Oso Blanco.
Boy, you know, you could tell it he was in quite a bit of pain when he gave Oso Blanco that knee drop. Through the rope, on to the floor hard.
Brother.
Boy, that hardwood floor is hard.
Oso Blanco, the young Mexican star down on the floor right now. The professional, he's trying to buy a little bit of time and hope he can get some feeling back into that knee and leg area. As Oso Blanco was working him over, the professional, there's a good look at him, the Midwest Heavyweight Champion. Now Oso Blanco trying to get back into the ring. The professional says, I'll help you in. Look at that. Using the top ring rope, snaps him right to the apron. And now he pulls him in under that bottom rope.
Professional, tremendous shape. He's trying to throw Oso Blanco through the ropes again onto the floor.
Brother.
Into the crowd. Into the front row. We want to keep an eye on Lady Victoria. Look at this. Hitting with that ring drop.
The manager, Lady Victoria, putting a whipping on Oso Blanco, and she better be careful. Her champion could get disqualified in this match if she doesn't watch it.
Sure could.
There's a look at the champion, and now they go to the challenger, Oso Blanco, who's still hurting.
The referee, every time he starts the count again, the professional interrupts him, and he has to start the count over. Oso Blanco, very, very difficult situation here. He was thrown on the hardwood floor here in the club twice. Now into the ring. Look at this. Watch this suplex here. Oh, man.
Oh, brother. The professional brings him in with a suplex, now drives that forearm across the throat of Oso Blanco. And now he throws him over the top ring rope. Look at this. Oso Blanco right back in. Oh, brother, open up. He's got the leg hook. 1, 2. He's finishing. He's got a new champion. A new champion.
I don't believe it.
Oso Blanco has won the Midwest Heavyweight title.
Can you believe that?
Oso Blanco.
Championship has just
Look at the professional. He took a swing at a cameraman.
sure did.
He's really hot.
Look at this. There's Oso
He's
Blanco.
really hot. Oso Blanco wants the belt, and he got the belt. He got the belt, the new champion, Midwest Heavyweight Champion, Oso Blanco. Listen to the crowd. Let's bring him over here. Let's bring the champion in, a new champion. Here he is, the Midwest heavyweight champion. He has done it right here on national TV. Also Blanco, the new champion, super match.
I got something to tell you people. Yo, look at me. Look at this. Can you all hear me? I got something I want to show you.
Holy cow, look at this. It's Freddie Neal. It's Freddie Neal. Freddie Neal has...
You see this, professional? You see this? I have made a fool out of you with the help of Marco Blanco. The belt is mine. I am the new Midwest heavyweight champion, and I'm going to keep it. It's all mine.
Well, about that, wrestling fans, Freddie Neal, wearing the mask of Oso Blanco, has won the Midwest heavyweight title. Our new Midwest heavyweight champion, Freddie Neal. Right here, you saw it on
You
TV.
tell him if he wants on the belt.
There you have it, wrestling fans. Oh, brother. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Attention wrestling fans! Midwest Championship Wrestling is coming to your area with top TV wrestling stars. Tonight, 8 p.m., Lincoln Junior High, Savannah. TV champion Rocky Brewer and Midwest champion The Professional in a grudge tag team match. Also, the Miami Vice Squad, Lady Wrestlers, Oslo Blanco, Freddie Neal, T. Terry Hart, and many, many more. Also, Wednesday, April 16th, 8 p.m., Central Middle School, Muscatine, Iowa. A big all-star TV card with Rocky Brewer, Freddie Neal, Lady Wrestlers, Miami Vice Squad, and others. Free pictures of Rocky Brewer to all kids tonight in Savannah and Wednesday in Muscatine. Tickets on sale now at the door. Don't miss it.
I'll tell you what, tonight at Lincoln Junior High in Savannah, Seville area, we're coming in, Freddie, me and you. We're tagging team up against anybody they bring up to us. I want you to tell them what's going to happen, Freddie, when anybody comes up against us.
Well, you've heard Lady Victoria talking about her devastating teams. They haven't seen devastation till they see you and I together. We are going to be the best. I've got the flying tactics. You've got the brute ground force, and that's what we need. They'll see on TV about how we fly and how we don't fly. And in Muscatine, you bring on your best, Victoria. We'll take care of them. And if we can't, Miami Vice will. These Midwest Heavyweight Championship Tag Team belts are going to be ours. They're not going to belong to your rat pack army.
I'll tell you what, the women are also going to be there. You seen what they did to the women, didn't you, Freddie? Took them out there and body slammed them. Well, come on in the ring with us, boys. We're going to make real men out of you. Lady Victoria took what? A stable boy and a pretty boy and trying to make a champ out of them. Well, I'll tell you what, you want to see a real tag team champion, you look at us. I'll tell you what, we're going to have that belt pretty soon in the tournament. Tell you what, get your tickets and don't forget about Muscatine because you're going to see some outstanding fights. And be there early.
Hello again, wrestling fans. With me now, the Midwest TV champion, Rocky Brewer. Rocky, you promised you would defend your title on TV every time, and look at this. Here he is, our champion, Rocky Brewer.
I want to show you some of these good-looking fans that come to the matches. Look at these nice-looking girls. Look at them. I'll tell you what, I agreed to defend this any time and any place. And I want to congratulate Freddie Neal on his victory there. I want to set the record straight. Not a few people can say this. I want a few men that ever beat T. Terry Hart and The Professional in the ring. So I'm going to set this ring here. Can I set this here and trust you with?
You bet, Rocky.
We'll take it home on you.
No way.
All right. I'm going to set it.
All right. There he is, the TV champion, Rocky Brewer. As he works his way up to the ring throughout his numerous fans here at the Odeon Club, let's go up to the ring right now as Rocky Brewer is going to defend his TV title. His opponent, a big, strong Alan West.
Here is
Rocky Brewer. Oh, nice takedown there by Rocky Brewer.
another snap mare there. Two snap mares in a row here by Rocky Brewer. Tight headlock into a takeover rollover. Now get these foot down and elbow, hard elbow down. Where's Alan West? Good looking young wrestler, Gary.
Rocky Brewer is really going at it right now. Look at that. Oh, brother. Twisting that hamstring of Alan West, and he's not messing around, Roger.
He sure's not. He's taking it right to him, Gary. Alan West making his debut here on Midwest Championship Wrestling. How much more tough customer could you get a hold of than getting a hold of the current Midwest TV champion, Rocky Brewer?
Well, Alan West has a great chance here to win that TV title as Rocky Brewer continues week after week, month after month to put that title on the line.
There's the count of one. Rocky kicks out.
Look at that. Look at that snap man. He's got that hold down beautifully. And a big knee drop. Oh, brother. Rocky Brewer. Looking good. Now he takes Alan West and drives his head into the top turnbuckle. That ring moved 4 inches, 6 inches as he drove his head into that ring.
Sure did. West trying to fight back with a couple rights. Runs into a haymaker from Rocky.
I don't know if you noticed, Roger, but signs around the Odeon Club, Rocky Mania, as he wrestles here at the Odeon Club in Clinton, Iowa.
Big, nice backdrop by superstar Rocky Brewer. There's his airplane spin.
He's got Alan West up. The airplane spin. And drops into the...
Rocky now at the... okay, now watch this, Gary. Here's his pet move right here. Watch his Russian leg sweep right here.
Oh,
boy, I'll tell you what.
He got the cover. He had the leg hook, and he wins it. A beautiful move by Rocky Brewer.
Boy, another great win by superstar Rocky Brewer here on Midwest Championship Wrestling. I'll tell you what, after Rocky gives him that airplane spin and traps him in that Russian leg sweep, it's just a formality. That count of 1, 2, 3, because it's a very, very devastating hold.
Rocky Brewer hangs on to the TV title here on Midwest Championship Wrestling. We'll be back right after this.
Attention wrestling fans! Midwest Championship Wrestling is coming to your area with top TV wrestling stars. Tonight, 8 p.m., Lincoln Junior High, Savannah. TV champion Rocky Brewer and Midwest champion The Professional in a grudge tag team match. Also, the Miami Vice Squad, Lady Wrestlers, Oslo Blanco, Freddie Neal, T. Terry Hart, and many, many more. Also, Wednesday, April 16th, 8 p.m., Central Middle School, Muscatine, Iowa. A big all-star TV card with Rocky Brewer, Freddie Neal, Lady Wrestlers, Miami Vice Squad, and others. Free pictures of Rocky Brewer to all kids tonight in Savannah and Wednesday in Muscatine. Tickets on sale now at the door. Don't miss it.
I'm going to tell you something, Freddie Neal. You came out here calling us fools. You're the fool, Freddie Neal. You're going to find out that running the belt and holding the belt is two different things. You better be looking at over your shoulder at all times. If you don't, we're going to get you, Freddie Neal.
That's right, and you better get more than just yourself to look over your shoulder. Is that why you teamed up with Rocky Brewer? You need him to look over your shoulder? Well, you better team up with 20 more, son, because all of my men are coming after you. The gentleman, the professional, and everybody else. And when we get you, and we do have you in Savannah and Sabula and in Muscatine, we're going to tear you up. We're going to tear you up, son, because you're not going to get away with it. You're not going to get away with anything. My men are the best. That's why I manage them. And when they get there, in that tag team, they're going to rip you apart. They've gone easy on you so far, but in Savannah, Sabula, and in Muscatine, gentleman T. Terry Hart, God's gift to women, and the professional, the man with all the moves, is going to devastate you. They're going to take you, and they're going to pin you, and they're going to leave you laying just like you deserve, both of you. Tag team up, tag team with anybody. I don't care. We've got you.
Wrestling fans, with me now, the former Midwest heavyweight champion and his manager, Lady Victoria.
But it's not going to work. It's not going to work, Freddie Neal. You're going to be mine. And next time you step in the ring with me, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you bad, Freddie Neal. Bad. You're not going to make a fool out of me in front of all these people, all these freeloaders.
You don't actually think you're going to get away with that, do you, son? You know, anything you can think of, Neil, I can come you one better, because I've got twice the intelligence you've got, Neil.
Wrestling fans, join us again here on Midwest Championship Wrestling. For my co-host Roger Higgins, Gary Reinley saying we'll see you again.
Are you real? Do your parents